Hello dear student, today in this class I am going to explain about the last topic of pharmacokinetics, and that will be our last video of that pharmacokinetics topic in pharmacology, that is elimination. In previous videos I have already discussed about other topics of pharmacokinetics of drugs like absorption, distribution and metabolism in my previous video. Please go and check it out before going through that elimination process so that you can understand this portion of pharmacokinetics better. So elimination, we have told that in pharmacokinetics four things are there: A, D, M and E. In all these things, A, D, M we already have discussed. Now today is the last topic of E, or that we call as elimination. Although it is the last topic of pharmacokinetics and it very hard, very short topic, or hard like this is the last topic of pharmacokinetics, it is not that important. But if you see a whole that pharmacokinetic process, I can tell you elimination or E, that is the most important portion in pharmacokinetics of any drug, because when we are taking anything, not only drugs, it can be food or any other thing, what we are consuming, what we are taking into our body, if we are not excreting out, or if all these things are not excreted out from our body, then they are going to accumulate or they are going to stay in our body. That can lead to various toxicity, and it can make our inside body very toxic, very impure, very dirty. And you all know dirty toxic things always leads to some effect that can cause you death or other things also. So in case of body, if you are taking anything in your body, that should be excreted out so that it doesn't accumulate in our body and our body stay free and toxic free. So in case of drugs also, which drugs, whatever drugs we are taking in our body, that should be excreted out so that it can't cause any toxic effect by accumulating in our body. So by the name only elimination, you can understand that is come from eliminate, and eliminate, we know eliminate means to omit or to discard or to remove something from a existing system. So for drugs also the same thing, to excrete out or to eliminate or to remove that drug from our body is the internal, is called as elimination, or it also known as excretion. So for that excretion, like absorption, we told different routes are there, how that drug is going to administer and going to take in our body. Same like how that drug will be removed or excreted out from our body. For that also different route and different mechanism are there, and we are going to discuss one by one in this coming video. So we are now discussing about the different routes of elimination by through that drug is going to excrete out or removed out from our body. So all that routes are one by one I will discuss, and I will tell whatever drugs are there, which drugs are going to excrete through that routes, and how it depend upon that which drug is going to be removed by which place or which route of elimination. All I will discuss when I will tell seeing one by one routes of elimination. Now in this I am telling the routes only. The first route is kidney, and by this kidney the main route of elimination is urine. The second organ that helps in elimination of the drug from our body, that is bile. And for that bile, that drug is mixed into different bad things what we are not required in our body, that can cause toxicity, that create feces, and by that feces drug going out or remove out from our body. So it is also one route of elimination. Kidney and bile are the more important routes in elimination. In that also kidney is the most way or most used eliminated route by through most of the drug. Almost 80% of drug got eliminated through that kidney, and the remaining 15% to 17% drug got eliminated by feces, and remaining 5% or 10% it can excreted or eliminated through other routes of elimination from our body. All that routes are like saliva, sweat, that is called as pasina, saliva. Then it can be coming out by the lungs. In that lungs, how it will come out? By exhaled air. That drug will come out from our body by gas form or by air. That can help by lungs. And one other route is milk. That is from mother mammary gland. Some of the drugs also got excreted by that mother's milk from the mammary gland. That is also one of the route of drug administration routes. So first thing, what is the most important elimination route of our body? That is urine. I have told you that most of the drugs which are going to taken by in our body in daily life, they all almost 80% of drugs got eliminated by urine. That is helped by kidney, and we all know how that kidney is going to form urine from the liquid liquid drugs and liquid portion of drugs. For that, kidney generally helps to form urine. What it does, it generally filtrate whenever that drugs mixed blood is coming to kidney is going to filtrate the important or necessary part of that portion of drug, and that will keep in our body, and the remaining thing what is not required from our body, that is going to removed out through urine by kidney. So in that, if the drug want to get out or eliminated through the kidney, that drug should be hydrophilic or water soluble and polar, so that that drug can easily soluble to the water, and by that water it going to form urine, and by that urine is going to excreted out from our body. Almost I told you 80% of drug, whatever drug you can name, which are water soluble and polar and used mostly in our daily life, are going to excreted by urine. So I have already told about urine. The next important route of drug elimination is bile, and for that, that is helped by bile duct, and different bile to its studies in our human anatomy and physiology. In bile, different salts are there and different acids are there. Mean acid like glycolic acid, taurocolic acid, different bile salts are there and bile acid are there. By through that drug is going to mix with all these things and going to excrete through our body by solid form, which generally called as feces or stool. By that drug is going to excreted out from our body. More except urine, this is the most important route by which remaining drugs are going to excreted from our body. Almost 15% to 10% drugs are going to eliminated by that bile through feces, and for that helps which organ helping on all these things, that is liver. Liver is the main organ which is generally responsible for forming biles, and also by forming feces, that drug is going to mix with feces and going to come out from our body. For that, that drug should be mostly lipid soluble, so that it can easily mix with that acid or biles, then it can easily form feces, and that by feces the drug can be eliminated from our body. Examples are antibiotics. Most of the antibiotic drugs which are going to taken to counter against different bacterial infection in our body, that antibiotics generally lipid in nature, they can easily mix with bile and can easily form feces by liver and can be easily excreted from our body by feces. That two are the main routes by which the drug is, or most of the drug are going to excreted from our body by different routes. Except all these things, remaining some drugs can be excreted by other routes or other way or other organs that we will discuss now. Next thing, what is helping in excreted out from our body drugs, that is lungs. Lungs, we all know, lungs is the main organ in the respiratory system. The main part of respiratory system, inspiration or exhalation or inhalation of gas or air, all that are depend and all things are controlled by lungs. So lungs is also a organ that also helps in excreting out all the drugs which are going to excreted by exhaled air. So lungs, what it will do? It will release air that will contain carbon dioxide, and it also add different drugs which are gases in nature. So by this lungs, which drugs are going to be excreted out from our body? Gases type of drugs which can easily converted into gases in our body, that can easily mix with the carbon dioxygenated air in our body, and that can be exhaled by the lungs, and by that exhaled air, that drug is going to excreted out or eliminated out from our body. Like examples are, I am telling, alcohol. We all know, when someone drink alcohol, we can smell the alcohol or drink from his mouth. What it is? That is, when alcohol is converted by different reaction, it converted to gas, and that gas is added by the lung to that air what we are exhaled out plus carbon dioxide, that is going to take alcohol with it and going to exhale out from our body, and it causes elimination of alcohol type drugs. So that is also one route of administration. Different generally alcohol containing drugs going to excreted by the lungs by exhaled air. Then other routes are saliva or sweat, and mother's milk. All that are also different route of drug elimination, but they are not that much important. Only 1 to 2% of drug only get eliminated from our body by this type of route. Just remember to excrete out the drug from our body through that eliminated route. That drug should be high lipid soluble and non-polar, so that they can easily mix with that hydrophobic or lipophilic saliva, sweat and milk, and they can come out from our body by different eliminated route. Like saliva from mouth, it comes out different lipid soluble drug for the elimination. Sweat from the sweat pores or from our skin, different lipid soluble drugs are coming out or eliminated from our body. And milk, from the mother's milk, also some kind of drugs which are going to taken by the mother during his pregnancy, that all types of drugs also can be excreted out or eliminated out from mother's milk. So all these things are the route of elimination. All that routes are very important, because from our body what we are going to inhale or administer, that should be excreted out so that it can't cause any toxicity. That routes are, I told, feces, urine, saliva, sweat, milk, bile, etc. All that routes are important for the elimination of drug. So in that video I have already clearly, in shortly, by not boringly, I started, or I feel I have explained that topic of elimination. And by that elimination video, we are going to end our pharmacokinetics topic in pharmacology. In next video, we are going to enter into the main part of pharmacology, that is drug action and different receptor involved in drug action or drug mechanism that are going to explain in the next video. Thank you.